Hello everyone. In this video we will be going to continue the pattern programs. So this is the question which is most likely asked in every board exam. So here in this pattern question you can see that we again have 5 number of rows and 5 number of columns, but the only change in the question is that we have this in triangular format. The earlier questions that we did were of square format. In this we have triangular format. So how is the pattern changing? So in first row we have just one element. In second row we have two elements. In third row we have three elements. In fourth row we have four elements, and in last row, that is fifth row, we have 5 elements. So the value of row number and the number of elements present both are same. Here this is first row, this is second row, this is third row, this is fourth row, and this is fifth row. So you can see here this number and this number are same. Row number and number of elements are same. Row number 3, elements 3. Row number 4, elements 4. Row number 5 and elements 5. So this is the logic behind this, how we can solve this pattern question. We already know, I have already discussed with you all that what is the basic structure of the pattern program. We already know that the very first, or I can say the outermost loop, represents rows. How many rows we want in our pattern, and the innermost loop represents how many columns we need to have in our pattern program. So here we already saw that we have 5 number of rows and we have 5 number of columns. So for first thing, we have 5 number of rows. So for 5 number of rows to be created, we already know that this outermost loop has to be executed 5 times. So how can we write the statements here that this outermost loop execute 5 times? So it is simple, that I will take value of I as 1. I will keep I less than equals to 5, and I will increment the value of I by 1. So this will create me 5 rows of the pattern. Now innermost loop, we know that we have 5 columns. So again this will be like 5 columns. J equals to 1, J less than equals to 5, and I will increment the value by 1 for each and every row. But if we see here, then this will again create us the square type of pattern. It will not create us the triangular pattern. So we can see here that whatever the number of row is, that many number of elements we want in our row. Here we have row number as 1 and number of elements as 1. Here we can see row number is 2 and number of elements are also 2. Here row number is 3 and number of elements are also 3. So the number of values that has to be displayed in row depends on what is the number of row that we are using in our pattern program. So we can simply say that what is the row number, that many number of elements should be there. That many times, that many number of columns should be there in that particular row. If row number is 1, then number of columns should also be 1. If row number is 2, the number of columns should also be 2. If row number is 3, the number of columns should also be 3. So in order to check this and verify this, we just have to change one condition such that the number of columns that has to be executed is less than or equal to the row number. So there is just one change in this. So instead of having less than equals to 5, I will be having less than equals to I. As we already saw that the row number matches with the number of elements, or I can say the row number matches with the number of columns that are present in the row. So for that we have to use this condition, and simply what we have to print, the column number. This is also equals to column number, and who is responsible for column? Column is responsible for the innermost loop. So we will print here value of j with some additional space. I have highlighted this innermost loop with yellow color so that it is distinguishable, and you can understand that this is a innermost loop, or you can say the loop which is responsible for number of columns. So this is the logic, or this is the strategy how you can use to solve this pattern question. So now let's see this output in BlueJ. We will try to compile this and see the output of the program. The pattern that we wanted to print is now printed over here. Now the next type of pattern that I am going to explain, that you already know, is the inverted of the first question that we solved. The first question was totally inverted of this. Now how to solve this type of question? Again applying the same logic. We need to identify the row number. This is our first row. This is our second row. This is our third row. This is our fourth row. And this is our fifth row. So, and also we know that number of columns that are present in this pattern is again 5. Now if we look here, the number of elements present here are 5. Number of elements present here are 4. Number of elements present here are 3, 2 and 1. You can see here this is totally opposite of this. If it is 1, it is 5. It is 2, it is 4. If row number is 3, then number of elements are 3. 4, 2, 5, 1. So in this question, the logic that we can apply is row number plus number of elements in that row are equals to 6. 1 plus 5, 6. 2 plus 4, 6. 3 plus 3, 6. 4 plus 2 is also 6. 5 plus 1 is also 6. Now we have to use this 6 number in order to derive this number of elements in each and every row. So if we try to design the logic, then we know that we have 5 number of rows. Simple. I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, incrementing the value by 1. In this we also need to take j equals to 1. Condition I will take afterwards, and we will increment the value by 1. We know that we have to print the column number in order to get this type of pattern. This is the reason I am taking value of j as 1 till it is 5. Now how to get the values in decreasing format? So we already discussed above that row number and the number of elements that we have to take, the addition is equals to 6. So what I will take here is j is less than equals to 6 minus I. So when value of I is 1, this condition will execute 6 minus 1 and it will go up to 6 minus 1, and 6 minus 1 is 5. So in first iteration of innermost loop, the number of times the innermost loop that will execute is equals to 5, because maximum number that it can go is 5, and it is starting from 1. So 1 to 5 it will go. We will print j here as you already know, and with some empty space. So this was the simple logic of this kind of program. Remember, always in pattern questions you have to take in consideration this row number and the number of elements that has to be printed column wise in each and every row. So just try to link the row number of elements and the column that is present in the pattern. Just remember these things and you will be able to solve any pattern question. Now let's try to see the output of this in BlueJ. You can see here that the reverse order that we wanted, the inverted order that we wanted, is printed as it was given in the question. If you haven't watched my earlier video where I have explained the basics of the loops, why do we need to use two loop statements, or you have any query regarding loops, then I have already created the video on my channel. You can go and check it out. If there are any queries regarding this question, then you can comment down the question in the comment box, and if you want any question that you want me to solve, then please send your questions to my mail ID. The mail ID is displayed here and it is also given in the description box. Send the question to me and I will try to create video on that question.